Welcome back to Firestorm Games and another Games Workshop unboxing video. We're continuing our look at the new Genestealer cult releases for Warhammer 40k by taking a look at the new Achilles Ridgerunner. As usual, we'll be assembling the miniature whilst talking about the kit itself. So let's get started. Let's kick things off by talking about the options found in this kit. First of all, we have the weaponry. All of your variants will be equipped with the two forward-facing heavy stubbers affixed to the chassis of the Ridgerunner. This cheap, low-tech machine gun is common across the Genestealer cult and makes sense considering their scavenging nature. After all, it's much easier to steal or manufacture your own stubbers than a heavy bolter would be, for example. However, the stubbers are just the ancillary weapon. The real firepower is provided by the weapons platform on the Ridgerunner's flatbed. This hardpoint allows you to affix either a heavy mining laser, a heavy mortar, or a missile launcher. While the latter two are more military-grade weaponry, the mining laser is yet another repurposed industrial tool. Again, having access to mining equipment fits nicely with the Genestealer cult's background, as they form around the working classes of Imperial worlds. The heavy mining laser is the much larger cousin to those smaller mining lasers carried by the Attilan jackals and the foot-slogging neophytes, and much like the mortar and the missile launcher, it helps to bring some heavy firepower to the more mobile Genestealer cult armies. If you're looking to magnetize your weapon choices, this should be easily achievable, at least for the missile launcher and mining laser, as they both share a common support strut. However, if you were to opt for the mortar, it would be a little trickier, but not impossible to do. To crew these weapons, we also have two 4th generation neophytes. Much like the riders of the Attilan jackals, the human proportions of this generation are no doubt needed to manage vehicles built by and for humans. One crew member mans the gun and kneels adjacent to it on the flatbed, whilst the other sits in the small cupola to the left side of the Ridgerunner. This female neophyte acts as the spotter and carries some binoculars to assist in her role. Both of the crew are optional, however, and you can instead replace the spotter with a closed hatch and sensor array. Both of these crew wear the usual Genestealer cult uniforms of chest armor and padded jumpsuit. Whilst you only get 2 head options in this kit, which is a little disappointing, you can easily mix and match with other 4th generation heads from the Jackal, Neophyte or Goliath kits. Unfortunately, the 3 weapon options and limited crew options are all the customization that this kit offers. You get a couple of fuel canisters and tools, but it would have been good to have a few more stowage options and some alternative crew poses or heads, just to give your Ridgerunners some individuality. Thankfully, these crew arms and heads are separate, meaning you do have the option to kit bash, and you can always add a few crates and jerrycans from other Genestealer cult or Imperial kits. With the options discussed, let's talk about the aesthetics. The Ridgerunner is most easily described as being a more aerodynamic Goliath. It sits low to the ground than the larger Troopholder does and features the same rounded cab. However, it is much less pronounced than it is on the Goliath. This gives the vehicles a much more streamlined appearance, perfect for the fast-moving scout vehicle role that it fulfills on the battlefield. Even if the Ridgerunner is built for speed, it still has that chunky, repurposed industrial look about it. The armor panels are thick and blocky, and the flatbed at the rear has a diamond plate pattern. You really do get the impression from this vehicle that it was originally envisioned to be used for hauling goods or transporting workers between jobs, rather than mounting offensive weaponry. Its design allows it to sit along the Goliath and Wolf Quad nicely, whilst also representing its role as an agile weapons platform. So let's finish off the assembly and take a look at the finished miniature. And here we have the completed Achilles Ridgerunner. It's a great looking kit that was nice and straightforward to build. The amount of options the kit presents is a little disappointing, but this can easily be remedied by mixing and matching your Genestealer cults together. Now, if you're looking to pick up an Achilles Ridgerunner box for yourself, the RRP is £27.50, but it's currently available on the Firestorm Games webstore for 10% off that RRP at £24.75 instead, and you'll find a link to its page in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, do let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all of our latest videos. So we just want to say a big thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see you again on Firestorm Games.